Chairman. I'm going to be speaking on Markey Amendment number 1, and I am grateful that we could come together to protect our nation from the health security risk. I am especially appreciative of you, Mr. Chair, and the ranking member for including provisions on artificial intelligence. Thank you, Senator Budd, for your work on that issue, gene synthesis, and adding extreme weather to the National Health Security Strategy. This work will leave us better prepared for future threats to health security. However, I am concerned that this Pandemics and All Hazards Preparedness Act fails to do enough to address the climate crisis and guarantee protection for the workers on the front line of this crisis and every other health hazard. Toxic smoke from wildfires drives people into emergency rooms. The ongoing forest fires in Canada are like an exhaust pipe sending these toxic fumes into the lungs of Americans. It's caused by climate change. 17 of the hottest recorded days ever happened this year. The latest dangerous example of extreme heat that causes heat stroke, pregnancy risks, and thousands of hospitalizations and deaths each year. Last week, a deadly flood brought months' worth of rain in only days, pummeling the Northeast, closing hospitals, contaminating water systems, and destroying thousands of homes. For example, water off the coast of Florida right now is nearly 100 degrees, which is only going to further supercharge hurricanes and other storms, causing unbelievable pain on families all across our country where those oceans are warming. It repeated as a pattern. We see it time and again: heat waves, wildfires, floods that drive people into emergency departments, close hospitals, leave a healthcare system that is already overburdened even further under-resourced. And in these dangerous moments, when the rest of the world shuts down, healthcare heroes show up. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck, supply chain and distribution failure led healthcare heroes to ration and, in some cases, fully improvise their own personal protective equipment. More than 3,600 healthcare workers lost their lives in the first year of the pandemic. Thousands more stopped working in healthcare at all because the burden we asked them to shoulder was too heavy for them and for their families. Here in Congress, we cannot forget the people who braved the front lines of pandemics, storms, wildfires, because people need care. We have a duty to deliver safe working conditions and a stronger voice to the workers and unions representing them. We have a duty to protect these workers and respond to the urgent crises facing our healthcare system. I submitted this amendment as a call to continue to work to meet this moment for our workers. The cost of the American people is too high to leave our healthcare system unprepared, but I understand that this amendment cannot pass at this time, but I will return to this subject because it's only going to grow as a crisis in our country. All of the symptoms are there. The planet is running a fever. The United States is running a fever, and there are no emergency rooms for planets or for countries. We have to make sure we give our workers and our institutions the help that they need. And with that, I ask unanimous consent to withdraw my amendment.